No, let me say something about like when they're gonna release the next console. When they release the next console, it's gonna be like a huge step up from this one, in my opinion. It has to be because like PC is not it's not supreme like it once was because the consoles that we have now are so close to PCs that we don't need, you know, high-end PCs to run the games anymore, so people are buying these consoles. So, and right now, I don't think we have much of a graphical upscale from the PCs. I mean, you can argue frame rate and stuff like that. And one good example is PlanetSide 2, which I've been playing on the PC because it does run better on the PC. But that's because they decided to make it look better than run better on console, which I think it should be the opposite. I don't know how much more teraflops you need in a console. It's a freaking console. It's not a graphics machine. And I think the biggest issue right now we're having is everybody's so worried about these graphics, and that's why these new consoles are coming out, so they can press better graphics. I think we're losing what makes games games, and they're trying to make them realistic so much that it takes the fun out of them. Like they're not as fun as they used to be because everybody's worried about graphics. Now, if they were using this power to make fun games, aka Meg was a great example of this. That game was a massive action game. I mean, it was very, very big scale for the PS3. Did it look the greatest? No. And that's why it failed, because everybody cares about crap. Oh, this game looks crap. It runs like crap. It's like, but it was fun. It was absolutely fun. I don't know if you played any of those games, but Meg was a perfect example of it. That game was absolutely fun. You hook up with a squad, and you could do some things in that game you cannot do in any other game. You couldn't even do it in Battlefield. Battlefield is like a free-for-all, pretty much. You know, in comparison to Meg, that is. Meg is absolutely a fun game. It looked like crap. It didn't run all that great, but it was very, very fun. But see, they had to take away from the graphics and stuff like that to make it able to run on the PlayStation 3 hardware. Now, if they could take that game right there, put it on the PS4, you know, make it run a little better. I'm not saying make the graphics better, but maybe polish them up a little bit to make it more appealing to the masses. I think it would do very, very well. But like I said, we're coming out with these new amazing machines like the PlayStation 4 Pro, like the Scorpio, and it's absolutely ridiculous what they're doing with them. That's all they're doing. Oh, we can run it in 4K now. Okay, great. What does that do to the game? Nothing. It makes it more shiny. Okay, we can have more textures. Again, what does that do with the game? Nothing. It just, you're paying for graphics. And to me, that is not worth it. I still play Socoms. That's still like a lot of people's favorite game. People still play it all the time. The problem is people care too much about graphics. It's all this new generation of gamers. Is just they never had to play Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis or even Nintendo. I started on the Super Nintendo and I thought that was amazing. The only reason I'm playing PlayStation 4 is because that's where everybody's at and that's what everybody's making games for. If they were still making games for the PS2 and people were playing that, I'd still be playing that.